Welcome back to Briggs on Books, our international talk show where we talk to authors from all over the world about their books, their process, how they get published in the first place, where they get their ideas. And many of our viewers are authors just trying to get through that first book and get it published. So our next author, by the way, has not only got through that first book or that second book or that third, she's done multiple books. Welcome, our guest, Kay DiBianca. Welcome, Kay.
Thank you, Mike. It's nice to be here.
Tell our viewers where you're located.
We are in Memphis, Tennessee. Very hot right now.
Now, I noticed your books. I'm going to put the cover of this first one up, Lacey's Star. And I see an airplane in the background, a Lady Pilot in Command novel. That's a series, Lady Pilot in Command?
It is. This is the first book in the series, the Lady Pilot in Command series. Lacey started us off that series.
Now, I see I was looking through all your books, I see a theme like strong women.
Actually, good point. I have 3 books in the Watch Mysteries, and the main characters there are 2 young women who are half-sisters who are chasing down criminals and solving crime. Yeah. And in this book, there is a very independent, strong young woman who's a pilot, yeah, a licensed pilot who is employed by a flying academy. And so her job is to fly people around in her Cessna 172 to meetings or whatever. She's out in Nevada, in the western part of the United States.
And what qualifies you to write about women pilots?
Well, I am a licensed pilot myself, and I did a fair amount of flying. I'm not current anymore. I don't fly now, but the act of flying is one of the joys of my life. And I think the scenes in Lacey's Star, the flight scenes, were very special to me because I was able to talk about some of the emotion and the feelings that go along with piloting a plane.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this book. It's the first of a series. What's it about? Or tell us what you want to tell us. Don't give anything away.
Okay. Well, I'm a mystery writer. All of my books are mysteries. And this book is no exception. The title, Lacey Star, is based on the name of a young fictional character named Lacey Alderson, who as a young girl unfortunately died. And that happened 40 years before the start of the story. The book is not specifically about Lacey, but it's about trying to find out what happened to her. It turns out that Lacey's older brother, Sinclair, was in the Army in Vietnam at the time that Lacey died. And when he came back to the States, he found out that his sister had died in an accident, or what was thought to be an accident. And Sinclair didn't believe it. He thought that was that she had to have been murdered because he didn't believe she would have gone near the ledge that she was allegedly fell off of. So Sinclair is not a very stable man, and he sort of goes off the rails, insisting that his little sister was murdered. Now, Lacey is not the main character in this book, and Sinclair is not the main character in this book either. The main character is the young woman pilot, Cassie Deacon. And Cassie gets involved in this whole episode of trying to find out what happened to this young girl when she has been hired to fly a deputy sheriff to her uncle's farm. So all of these people are involved in it, and sooner or later, Cassie and Deputy Sheriff Frank have to team up to see if they can solve this mystery. It turns out they don't really like each other very much, so it's kind of an interesting teamwork experience.
Yeah. I'm a big mystery fan, so I'm going to enjoy this. Who else besides mystery fans will this appeal to?
Well, I think most people who enjoy strong women protagonists will like this book. And I think anybody who likes mystery, romantic suspense, there's a little romance in it, there's suspense. And of course, the mystery is basically, as you know, mysteries are puzzles,
Yes.
right? You drop little hints and clues, and along the way, the reader tries to put together this story. It turns out that the clue that finally solves the mystery is something that Cassie discovers. And people who've read the book say that the ending of this book is a real shocker.
Oh boy.
So far, nobody's guessed it
Nobody's
yet.
guessed, yeah. My wife and I, it's our favorite thing is try to figure out the mystery before it's exposed to us. So we'll have to read this.
Yeah, yeah.
And by the way, on that hint there to our viewers, go buy this book, but don't buy one. Buy 5 of them or 10 of them. Spread them around amongst your friends so you can all be reading them together. We love to do that. And see if you can figure out the mystery before the end of the book. Now, there's some other... so this is the first of the 3. When will the next 2 be out?
Oh, well, that's a good question. Right now, Mike, I have this theory that it's a great blessing to have more to do than you're able to get done. And if that's true, then I am truly blessed because I have 3 separate series going on.
Oh, my goodness.
The first one is the Watch series, which has 3 books in it, but I intend to write more in that series. The second one is the Lady Pilot in Command series, which I plan to have more books. And I have a 3rd series, which is a middle grade mystery series that I'm working on.
Well, your mind is absolutely...
But I hope to get back... I'm sorry?
Your mind is amazing. You've got all this going on, and you can keep track of where you are at all times.
It's in many ways it keeps me busy, but it's a very joyful kind of busy. But I hope to get the second book out this year, or maybe first part of next year.
And that's for the Lacey's Star series. Tell me about the series, The Watch on the Fence Post. Where are you on that series?
Yeah, I have 3 books in the what we call the Watch Mysteries series, and my first novel was The Watch on the Fence Post, and the other 2 follow the same 2 characters, Kathryn and Cece, who are half sisters, and they are always falling into trouble and or finding issues that they have to solve. Kathryn is a very cool, very analytical. She's a software developer, very intelligent. Cece is an actress. She's very emotional, very talented, and that these 2 work together very well, and they find a lot of common ground.
Again, strong women, or troubled women. Who knows what the case is?
No, so far they're all very strong, strong-willed and strong women. I don't have too many people who have troubles in their lives. I leave those to the secondary characters.
Secondary characters. And then the last series you touched on, I've got a cover here, Lady Pilot in Command.
Well, that was the cover for Lady Pilot in Command. I believe what you have is the short story.
Okay.
I actually wrote a short story years ago and used it as a reader magnet on my website. So that readers could come to my website, sign up for my newsletter, and they would get a free copy of this short story.
Oh,
and
nice.
they can still do that.
Yeah. I've had quite a few authors do that, give me the first segment of a story, and it's a trick because I always have to buy the rest. I can't stop reading once I start. So I'm sure Lady Pilot in Command is just like that. Where can people get your books?
They can find me at Kay DiBianca.com. All of my books are on all of the retail sites, so Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the rest of the sites too. They can find them there. The first 3 books, the Watch series, is also in audio, so they can find those on Audible or Chirp Books. But like I said, if they come to my website, that's a good starting point.
That's great, yeah. I love audiobooks. At my age, it's just getting harder and harder to read the words, so... I'm actually...
I know what you mean. Yeah. And audio is great. We're in our cars so much.
Yeah.
Just if we're out for a run or we're doing short tours around the house or something like that, it's really nice to be able to listen.
So I try to keep what I call an analog book going and an audio book all the time. So it's I get a lot more reading done now.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Kay, we're kind of over time, but you're so fascinating to talk to. I'm having trouble stopping. Any last thoughts for our viewers or anything you want to tell the world?
I guess just that mystery, life is a mystery, right? And we're always trying to put it together and figure it out. And maybe reading good mysteries will help do that. So I encourage them to come to the site and send me an email, and let's stay in touch with you.
Yeah, we have the email address on the screen, kaydibianca.com. Also the Instagram, the letter Kay DiBianca. Check out Kay. She's fascinating. What a mind she has. And I'm looking forward to reading all your books. By the way, where should I start, Kay? Where should I start?
I would say it just depends on your interest. If you're interested in classic mystery, they're all pretty much classic mysteries. You can either start with The Watch on the Fence Post for that series, or with Lacey Starr if you're more interested in flying and those kinds of things.
Yeah, I think I'll start with Lacey Starr. That's your latest book, right?
That's my latest one,
All
yes.
right. Kay, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I hope you'll come back again and again.
Thank you so much, Mike, for having me. It's been a joy.
All right, and for our viewers, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with another author right after this.